a gut feeling, and that's what we as a people deal with, and that's why a lot of us have not been as successful in this particular society, because this society is somewhat a taking society, which as we as a people are giving. Yes. So it's diametrically opposed to our particular nature. However, what we have to do is realize, well, first of all, we have to understand the system itself. And then once we understand the system, then we can become a part of the system. We can be of it, but not a part of it. Okay, so what we'll do is just we will understand it and go ahead and start developing our aspects. But we have to come together.
Even now, I feel like we're in it, but not of it.
Right, right, exactly. But see, we're still a part. We have to come together so that we can harmonize and see. That's how we created the pyramids. That's how we built the pyramids, by coming together. Right, oneness of mind, and that's what we have to get back into. Because see, Africa is just a country and a continent, but see, we as a people, see, God gave us dominion over the earth. You know, not just over a continent, over the earth. So we have to come back to that and come together as a unified force so that we can bring forth the civilization in which we are prone to create. And that's what it's very beautiful, because we have created such great civilizations. Civilizations, not just countries and time periods, but we've created dynasties and civilizations.
That's so beautiful that you said that, because that just reminds me, I did a poem in my book, and it's called "What Color Was Jesus?" And there's a line that says, "Everybody knows who we are, except us." And that's, it's the truth, because that's how I see it.
Exactly.
And that's the way I feel it. And as a writer, when I sit to write, I of course, you think, but I feel things. I feel vibrations, and that's how I write.
Well, see, we as a people are ruled by the planetary vibratory influence of the moon. And the moon is the satellite of the earth, which governs the rising and lowering of the tides. So we are primarily 89 to 93% water. So it governs us if we are primarily that amount of water. So that's why during a full moon time, people become somewhat lunatic. Because
is that what they mean?
right. So and lunar meaning moon. So what happens is that we are so heavily influenced because the moon is opposing the sun. The earth is between the sun and the moon, so the moon is pulling on that energy, because the moon cannot light up unless it reflects the sun, the light of the sun. All right. So as it's seeking that particular light and energy, it's pulling on the earth, which makes our mentality rising to the top. Pulling all the fluids to the top of the head.
All right, Ray, we're ready to get deep up in here, man. Knee deep. Does that have an influence on the woman's menstrual cycle?
Oh, most definitely. It has more influence on her herself. She's more. See, the female is more intuitive than the male.
Does that mean more in tune with nature?
Yes. Because see, she's not warlike. See, she understands. See, she's the one that we have to come through in order to get here.
All of us.
Right. So that's why it's so important for us to respect them when they are with child, because within them, the child is picking up the vibration of the mother. So if the mother is somewhat in a fearful state, or if she's somewhat disoriented, then the child is going to develop those tendencies too, because she's secreting those hormones and the enzymes from the brain to feed the child.
So being pregnant is not only a physical thing, but it's mental as well.
Oh my goodness. It's more mental than physical. Yes, because now, especially if you're due to have twins or multiple births, that's when it becomes more important to keeping your vibration happier or being in a happier environment.
Well, if you're going to have Geminis, I guess you're all having twins, right? Even if it's one.
That's why it's even more important.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes.
I want to, if you will, can go through and give us a thumbnail sketch of the different signs.
Ah, my goodness.
Because we have to take a break in just a second, but let's go ahead.
Okay, well, I'll start with the beginner, which is Aries. And Aries is the leader. And he and she has to have a stage in which they can somewhat be the prominent influence around people. They'll do whatever they can to get your attention.
Oh, okay.
So and that's Eddie Murphy, and that's why he's like he is. You know, he's just raw.
Yeah,
and that's what the Aryan is about. They're not too much about etiquette and anything like that. That's more of a Capricorn thing, because they have to.
We like etiquette.
Right. You like etiquette, and that's mainly because you're diplomatic, and more people are watching you than are watching the Aryans. That's why they have to seek their stage. Taurus, which is represented by the bull. By the way, Aries is represented by the ram.
Yes.
The bull being the Taurus, they're more of a fixed type individual. They love to have things that are steady and consistent. Don't look for them to make a quick move. And whatever you do, if you're in a business, to get a Taurus, because they'll be there every day.
Okay. We have to take a break. We're going to pick up right there with Rev.CoChise. I'm Danny Queen. Going to be right back.